Yo, yo, yo. Today is Monday. Everybody, I want to say happy Martin Luther King Day to you. We are back with Pimp Game, the podcast where we highlight positive, intelligent, motivated people each and every single Monday. Boy, we got a special show for you guys today. We are bringing it to you. All right? First, let me say this now. I'd like to thank all my viewers out there for tuning in, as well as my YouTube subscribers. Make sure you tune in and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That's right. You want to also turn your notifications on so when we upload videos, you are the first to get it. All right? We got you. So today we got a fantastic show for you guys. We are going to be talking about the arrest recently, a couple of days ago, I believe maybe yesterday, day before yesterday, what have you. Jaguar Wright, that's right, industry mogul, industry guru, however you want to call her. She was arrested in her home state of Texas. She was arrested. We're going to be talking about that, as well as we have a special guest. That's right. She goes by the name of RELL. She is the owner and CEO of Crystals and Herbs, LLC. She is doing her thing out of the PA area. She will be on the show at the bottom of the hour, 8:30. We got you, all right? We got a special show for you right here on Pimp Game. So, let me say this to you guys. Me personally, I'm a huge fan of Jaguar Wright. I ain't gonna lie. I like her because she's real, she's raw. I know a lot of people in the industry don't like her. She was arrested the other day for some stuff she had going on with her, I guess her husband. And I saw a disturbing video of her on her IG where she was on her IG, and what she did, I think she took the ashes of her son or something like that and put it on her face. I don't know what she did. It was real disturbing. Let me know what you think. You think Jaguar Wright is out of her mind? You think she be spitting facts about the industry? What do you think? She was recently arrested the other day. I just hope for her mentality, her mental, her well-being. Hopefully she's okay. But oftentimes we see in the music industry where you have people who, they might not be themselves, right? Or they might portray something out here to the world. Maybe they doing good. Maybe they balling, but they're not really balling like that. They got trouble behind the scenes, or things ain't going right. They can't pay bills. They check the check. They show the show. Because when you get to that world, your life changes. You might have 20 stacks in the bank, 100 stacks in the bank, but your mortgage is 10 grand, 15 grand, 8 grand. It levels itself out. Rep Women of Figure Fitness says, I know you rock with her, but she is unstable. Let me say this. Not every person out there that's unstable means they're really unstable. I believe she's had some traumatic stuff that's happened to her in her past. I know recently her son passed away some years ago. I don't know how he got killed, but he passed away. And all of a sudden, a couple of years ago, she just came out, started giving the 411 on everybody in the industry. I'm talking about Mary J. Blige, Jill Scott, Diddy. Who else? SWV, whoever, you know. Jaguar Wright, what do you think? Is she a good person? Do you think she's bad? What do you think? Let me know. Let's talk about it. And it's not a thing where it's not a thing with Jaguar Wright, her being unstable. It's a thing of, to me, she's putting everybody on blast. And I believe it can have some trouble for her, because You got some people in that industry who, if they want you out of here, you could be out of here. You know, that's just what it is. That is just what it is. But I like her for the simple fact she keeps it real. Jaguar Wright keeps it real. And I wouldn't have it no other way. Some things she said, she even commented on Takeoff's death. Some other stuff that's happened in the industry. And it seemed like when she does talk, she does know what she's talking about. So she may be unstable, but that's the most authentic person I've seen that's unstable. She knows what she's saying. And a lot of the stuff, I've never heard nobody come out and say, yo, we don't agree with you. She's wrong. She's lying. I think she said something about Tevin Campbell, too. About him being gay or Diddy being gay and all of this stuff. This is what I don't understand. I don't have a problem with nobody being gay. If that's what you want to do it. Right? But my thing is, the way the world has changed now, you could tell your fans that, oh, hey, I'm swinging like this and I'm swinging like that. You'll probably gain more fans. It's almost like now they're still trying to hide, or some people are still trying to hide themselves being in the closet. For what? The world accepts gays now. Like, that's how it is. If you're gay, it's nothing. It's just, gay people get married now. You would think you wouldn't have nobody with no DL or anything like that because you can accept it. People accept it. And that's the truth. So I don't understand if you out there in the music industry or whatever, if you're gay, come out and say you're gay. So what? You're not going to lose your fans. I don't think so. If anything, I think you would gain more. They would love you even more because you're gay. But Jaguar Wright put some people on blast. And when I saw the video the other day with her putting the ashes on her face, it did seem like something was wrong with her. She did seem unstable at that moment. But I don't know. I just thought it was odd of her getting arrested. Rebel Figure Fitness says, what's the motive behind it? The motive behind it to me, with her coming out and blasting everybody and things like that, is really, I believe they came at her first from a video that I saw that she did. And that's why she came out telling the truth about everybody. And let people know the truth of what really happens on in the industry. I mean, to be quite frank, though, if we didn't know, if she didn't come out with this stuff, if people wouldn't know the stuff that they know, there's no way. You might assume it. Say, oh, yeah, we know this about this person, we know this about Diddy, we know this about Jill Scott, this person, Raphael Sadiq, all this stuff. But you wouldn't really know the roots. You wouldn't really know unless she came out and she said it. She talked about Foxy Brown, too. She talked about her, too. Now, I would love to have her on the Pimp Game podcast to ask her, say, hey, yo, at what point do you plan on? Now, she's working hard, though. I mean, she's on podcasts. She's doing her thing. She got her own Dallas, Delphilia network, all of that. She's doing her thing. But it got to be like a means to an end. You know? Got to be a means to an end, I believe. And if it's not a means to an end, I don't know what to say. Rep Women of Figure Fitness says she's talented. Why not have her perform? I don't think you can have her perform. Well, she could perform. I don't think she could perform. She's very talented. She worked with Jay-Z before. I think she could perform. But I think in the midst of her performing, I don't know if those companies will back her and give her the funding and make it okay for her to do a 10-city tour, 20-city tour with all the stuff she's been talking behind their back in the industry. That's not a good way to get bread in terms of touring. Not like that. They're not going to back you. They're not going to fund you at all. And I'm a Jaguar Wright fan because I like somebody that's authentic. I love it. But I don't want to see that. I don't want to see anybody, going down under for their name and all this stuff. You might get other people hurt. I don't know, lives could be lost, and some things can happen to people. All right? Yo, if you're just joining us, we're live on the Pimp Game Podcast, and we are here talking about the arrest of Jaguar Wright. As well as at the bottom of the hour, 8:30, we got a special guest. She goes by the name of RELL. She is the owner and CEO of Crystals and Herbs LLC. She will be on the show to talk about what she got going on with her business. And I never thought about it. I never thought about the fact that, yo, this is bigger than just her coming out. Something must have happened to her behind, maybe her son dying, and all. She probably lives with a lot of stuff, a lot of trauma. I'm assuming, because to go through to those lengths, to put somebody out there to be talking about them bad for that long, you had to have gone through something. Something triggered you to say, yo, I'm sick of this. I got to put everybody on blast. People who I thought was good people. I mean, I still think they're good people, but just going off what Jaguar Wright says, they may not be good people off of what she says. Allegedly. Right? Allegedly. And that's just what it is. That is just what it is. I would love to see Jaguar Wright perform. Love to see her perform. Actually, I think she would sell some tickets. What you think? How many tickets would Jaguar Wright sell? Would she sell out like a Jill Scott or Lauryn Hill? What's up? Would she sell out? What you think? How would Jaguar Wright do in a concert? Let me know in the comments what you think about it. What do you think about it? And I think for her, when she got arrested in reference to her husband, actually. I saw him tell the story and say that he was in the barbershop and she came there with another dude, I guess, and they jumped on him, you know what I mean, or they tried to fight him or whatever. Something happened with her and her husband. I don't know. We don't know what happens on in people's homes that allowed her to get arrested. So I'm going to assume she assaulted him. And that's how that happened. She assaulted that man. So she got arrested. That's what happens. At first, when I saw the arrest, I thought it was maybe an industry thing. Maybe somebody called for her to, them to just arrest her, just like that. Like Andrew Tate or something like that. But it was some violence with her own husband. And I guess he said another guy that she's hanging out with, they both got on tour. Red Williams Finner says, I would support her and support her mental health. Facts. Facts. I think her mental health is good. I just think she has maybe something a little bit deeper. I don't think she's all the way cuckoo, though. I don't think that. I don't think she be telling no lies over there. But sometimes people don't like the truth. Especially from years ago. Because people probably done changed back from the way they used to be. I heard her talk about Common also. The dude probably done changed from the way he used to be. It may not be the same now. It may not be the same now. And it just goes to show you that all of us can grow. All of us can grow. But then when you do things in the past, you gotta make up for it. You gotta own up to it in the future. Sometimes whatever happens in the dark world eventually come out to the light. And Jaguar Wright has been the light. Jaguar Wright has been giving people the light of day since she touched foot on social media platforms, putting people out there like Diddy, put people out there like Alicia Keys, put people out there like Jill Scott, put people out there like Mary J. Blige. The list goes on and on. The Roots, all of that. Raphael Sadiq, Total, with Pam and the other two girls, Bad Boy Records, Mace. I mean, you name it. She's giving you the inside scoop on the industry. So yeah, she got to be a little cuckoo to do that. She got to be a little bit off. But I don't buy for 1 minute. She don't know what she's talking about. But I do think she got some trauma in her. That's for sure. Especially getting arrested and having it out with your husband. And I saw the video with her putting the ashes on her face. I don't know. I had never seen her like that before. So that's why I'm saying hopefully she's okay. Kitty Wu official says, holla, holla. What's up, Kitty? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. So it's a means of a thing where a Jaguar Wright has all of this information, and I saw a video she did where she said I don't know, she was in Vegas somewhere, somebody tried to do something to her. She had gotten an inside call, a tip saying that somebody was coming to do something to her to get her up out of here, and she left the scene. So all of that is on your mind. You probably can't sleep. But this is the result of her probably telling everybody's business, telling the truth, and people probably wanting her to shut up. I understand that. I understand that. No one likes the truth told on them, especially Jaguar Wright don't care. She don't care. She's going to speak her mind. She's going to speak her mind. I respect anybody that's going to speak their mind, but to me, if it was me, I would have to stop somewhere. All right, look, I done put Jill Scott out there, I done put Diddy out there. All right, that's enough. I can't do no more. That's it. At some point, you don't want to overdo it. Then everybody start hating you. You burning bridges. You can't tour. You can't make money in the industry. You can't back up. You can't do backup vocals for nobody. You can't tour with Jay-Z no more. Or maybe that's ship and sell. But she even put out Jay-Z and said the same thing about Jay-Z that Damon Dash been saying, that he'll out you out for money. This is what has been said. I never heard her talk about 50 Cent though. Never heard her talk about 50. But I heard her talk about Jay-Z, and I don't know if it's true. I don't know. This is all alleged. But these are some things that were said by Jaguar Wright. So all of this stuff is leading to catastrophic things and her just going crazy, you know? Smile Me Fresh has feeling like they're trying to humiliate her publicly for unapologetic truth, which I commend her highly for that. I agree. But I gotta put the onus on her too, because with her putting people out there like that, you gotta assume that people gonna come back at you. With you putting their name out there in the public like that in a negative light, especially you got somebody who been day one fans of Diddy, day one fans of Mary J. Blige, and you come out and say this stuff, that might alter, I don't know, they might not be able to sell certain things, or somebody might not tune in to Drink Champs, what Diddy is a part of with Revolt TV. They might not tune in. Some fans, they might lose some fans because of that. Now they losing money because of Jaguar Wright. They losing money because of Jaguar Wright. So, if you're just joining us, we're live on the Pimp Game Podcast, and we are here on this Monday, Martin Luther King's birthday, and we are celebrating, and we are discussing. We are discussing the most recent arrest of Jaguar Wright. That's right. She is the music mogul. She is the music guru, the industry guru, giving everybody the inside scoop on the industry. We're talking about her being recently arrested. As well as at the bottom of the hour, 8:30, we got none other than RELL. She's going to be on the show. She's the owner and CEO of Crystals and Herbs, LLC. She's going to be talking about her business at the bottom of the hour, 8:30, which will be coming up here in the next probably 10 minutes, 10 minutes flat. She will be on the show. And I never said this. I never said this. This is one thing I want to know myself. The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne Angela Yee, I know Angela Yee's doing her thing over her own show, Lip Service. But Charlamagne and DJ Envy, I don't see them bringing Jaguar right on there to talk at all. At all. They ain't bringing her on there. They ain't brought her on there yet. I think the ratings would be through the roof if they brought Jaguar Wright into the studio over there at the Breakfast Club. What you think? Because she be dropping jewels. How long you think she's going to stay in jail? Is it going to be a week, a month, a couple of days? They going to let her out? So apparently she, as I said, if you missed it before, she got arrested for getting into it with her husband. Because even him, he did a video of it saying what actually happened with her, I guess, and another guy that she, you know, that she's close with or whatever. They jumped on him to do something bad to him, assault him. And someone else, not him, not the husband, but somebody else that was there in the barbershop called the police on Jaguar Wright. Somebody else called the police. And one thing I can respect her for, she's been working, doing her thing. You know, Smile Me Fresh says, I agree, people don't like the truth. Darkness can't exist in the light. It can't exist in the light. I agree. It's never a thing where people want to hear the truth. Nobody wants to hear about themselves in a negative way. Even if it's true. Even if it's true. They don't want to hear about it, you know? And I say that authentically. Nobody wants to hear about it, especially if you're going way back in the day, 20 years later, 10 years later. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, talking about what Diddy did at Bad Boy, what Jay-Z did when he was with Rockefeller, Foxy Brown when he was doing tracks with Jay-Z, when she was doing tracks with Jay-Z. People don't forgot about that stuff. People don't forgot about it. But Jaguar Wright is bringing all this up. Common, Jill Scott, Alicia Keys. And in my mind, I thought these people was good people. I still think they're good people, but she's giving you a side of them that probably none of us knew. Probably none of us knew. And that's the truth. You know? That's the truth of it all. So what do you guys think? Should Jaguar Wright do a tour? And how many people you think would she sell out? Would she not sell out? Would nobody show up? What you think if Jaguar Wright did a tour? What do you think about Jaguar Wright? Or do you think she's crazy? Do you think she's sane? Do you think she, she just be telling lies about people in the industry? Or you think she giving facts? What you think? Put it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know what you think. And I think if she has anything going on, I think she definitely got trauma going on. That's for sure. But to put that many people on blast, you got something going on with yourself. You just do. You just do. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I saw her on Tasha K a couple of years ago, and I saw her on there, I didn't think she, I think Tasha K tried to exploit her, saying she ain't have no bread, she didn't have no money. But I still think Jaguar Wright knows how to get money out here. Because all those people in the industry, they're hustlers. They're just flat out hustlers. They know how to get to the bag. They know how to make a dollar. And it might not be the conventional way, but they know how to do it. I got to respect them for that. So now she's doing her own thing. Granted, putting people on blast. I like the fact that she's working hard. And I don't want to see nobody get arrested. Hopefully she's all right. Everybody pray for Jaguar Wright. Now, I'll say this. That dude that she has, the husband, he doesn't look like he's an industry guy. I don't think so. He looks like the average Joe Blow down the street. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I don't know if she was in the industry, would she deal with that dude? If she was still in the industry, I don't know if she would deal with him. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she would. Maybe she would. But to me, it did seem a little off, a little odd that she was dealing with him. You know? That dude seemed, I don't know if he's in the military or whatever. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he got benefits or whatever. He don't seem like a decent dude. I ain't knocking him. He seems decent. It just doesn't seem like that type of dude who would, you know what I mean? Who she would like really deal with if she was in her right state of mind. You know, or maybe she is in her right state of mind. She just said, you know what, I'm tired of industry dudes. I don't want them no more. I'm gonna just go get regular old Tyrone down the street and I'm gonna rock with him. Maybe she said that. Maybe she said that. You know? And that's cool. That is cool. I never thought that myself when I saw him. But he seemed like a decent guy. Just not an industry guy. And maybe that's what she needs. She don't need no guy who's an industry guy and hip to what's going on and stuff like that. She probably don't need that type of guy. Yo, if you are just joining us, we're live for the Pimp Game Podcast, and we are here talking about the arrest of industry guru. That's right, industry woman who's giving the inside scoop on everybody in the industry. Jaguar Wright, she was recently arrested, and we are talking about that. And then at the bottom of the hour, 8:30, we got RELL. That's right, she's the owner and CEO of Crystals and Herbs LLC. She will be here on the Pimp Game Podcast in the next 2 or 3 minutes at the bottom of the hour, 8:30. She will be on the show. All right? Now, let me say this real quick before we bring RELL on. Jaguar Wright is extremely talented in terms of music, in terms of her vocals. She's up there with Jill Scott. She's up there with Fantasia. She's up there with Beyonce. She's up there with Jennifer Hudson. She could sing with the best of them. I'm sure she could write too. Anytime Jay-Z got you performing with him, oh, you nice. You better believe it. Because he don't bring nobody with him unless you the best of the best. And she sang with, on tour or whatever, did a show with Jay-Z. And he don't bring you on unless you nice. And that's just what it is. You got to be the best of the best. You got to be the best of the best. So for her, I hope she could put together a tour. Maybe her, SWV, maybe Escape, something like that. Could all be on the ticket and do a tour. Maybe 10 cities, 5 cities, 8 cities, I don't know. But maybe she could do it. You know? So we are here at the bottom of the hour, 8:30. We're getting ready to bring our special guest on. All right? Momentarily, 1 second, everybody. We are bringing on RELL.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good, you?
All right, all right, all right. Looking fabulous as always.
Thank you so much.
So. In a couple of seconds, I know I mentioned your name, but give us your name and tell us what you do in a couple of seconds.
A couple of seconds, okay? So, my name is RELLI, Sherelle, but you can call me RELLI for short. And I am the founder, CEO of crystalsandherbs.com. We create your everyday products, skincare, candles, hair care, just without all the toxic ingredients.
Okay.
A
All
few
right.
seconds. Did I do good? Was that a couple seconds?
I like that. I
Okay,
like
good.
that. You hit
Good.
it. You hit it. So
Good.
let's go back to where it all started for you. When you were younger, when you were a little girl with your mom, your dad, your pops in the tri-state area. What's up? What type of person were you? Who was Relly Rell as a young girl?
I was your typical tomboy. I was a tomboy, but I was also very like spicy, like very confident. You know, one of those outspoken kids. You know what I mean? Like I was always getting in trouble for my mouth, and I had a really big personality. I was really silly. I always been very silly, and I come from a long line of Caribbean women that use herbs and teas and all that stuff to heal themselves. So that's how I ended up getting into my business.
Okay. So, as a young girl, you said you came from a line of Caribbean women with the Caribbean women. What's up? Is it natural or is it a thing for Caribbean women to get into something like herbs and oils and stuff that's natural? Is that something that they normally do in the Caribbean?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's really what our ancestors did. That comes from Africa. Like we're talking Asian Africa, where everything originated, right? And they use their stones, their crystals, they use their herbs. Like that's what they had. They didn't have none of this pharmaceutical stuff. They didn't have, they couldn't just go to the pharmacy and get some lotion. They had to create their own stuff. And so they used these things that grew from the earth, that grow from trees, from the ground, and they made do, and then they passed those things down, and so it's in the family. So when you tell a Caribbean mom that you got a cold, she gonna say, "Oh, go get some eucalyptus oil, rub some eucalyptus oil on you." You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like she's not gonna say, "Oh, go buy some Robitussin." That's not
okay.
gonna be her first thing. you know?
Okay. All right. So you you mentioned they're gonna ask you to get Colombia's oil or whatever. I know I messed up on the wording or whatever. I was checking
Eucalyptus
you out a
oil.
little bit. What's that?
Eucalyptus oil.
Eucalyptic oil. I like that.
Yes.
So I was checking on your site a little bit and things of that nature, and it said that you had products that actually could help with certain like skin issues or stuff, maybe like eczema or something like that. Is that
Yes.
something that you offer with Crystals and Herbs LLC?
Yeah, our products heal things like eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, dry, cracked skin, dull skin, and they rejuvenate your skin. They bring your skin back to life. But aromatherapy also not only helps your skin, it uplifts your mood because it smells good. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
those products do a lot for us, and that's why you don't really hear about them too much. Like they mostly push the pharmaceutical stuff because they don't want you to have that type of quality.
So it's interesting you say that in terms of that type of quality. Do you sometimes get pushback for bringing stuff to the market that's natural, that doesn't have all those, I don't know, sugars and salts in there and stuff like that, where people can really get healthy by using crystals and herbs? Do you get a lot of pushback from some people who like, oh no, I'm not using that because it's natural, and sometimes people might be scared of that because we're so used to the stuff that they're always pushing that's already in like the pharmacies and stuff like that?
Yeah, Yeah, I've had like one or two people like, I've never tried it, because they're not used to that and they try it. Like I love to give samples. We give out a lot of samples. You could even go on the website and order a sample pack, and all you got to do is pay for the shipping. So, like they tried the samples and they always end up buying something because they're like, wow, like this, like for example, the body butter. You put some body butter on, you're gonna be nice and moist all day. It's not like the watery lotion that just absorbs into your skin in less than an hour and then you're ashy. It's good
Okay.
quality.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, 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 okay. So, if you are just joining us, we are live on the Pimp Game Podcast, and we are here with the one and only RELLI RELL. She is the owner and CEO of Crystals and Herbs LLC, bringing natural to this universe, to this earth. She is doing it out in the PA area. So, let me ask you this. You're an entrepreneur. You've been doing your thing. You got Crystals and Herbs. I mean, you guys saw a whole bunch of products I saw on the stuff like this. She's really doing this thing. She's really consistent. The discipline that you have to keep it consistent these last couple of years and things of that nature, where is this discipline coming from? Because I haven't seen it, but I'm seeing it now. Where is this discipline coming from RELLI RELL?
Man, honestly, like once you start doing something that you genuinely love, like once you figure out your purpose and it no longer feels like work, it just feels like good. Like this is something that I'm supposed to be doing. You don't have to force yourself. It's
Okay.
like you should always be disciplined, but it kind of comes naturally because you got to do it. Like this is a commitment. So that's with me. I find enjoyment in creating these products. It doesn't feel like work. I genuinely enjoy it, and I love to be creative. The hardest part of it is the marketing. That's the only thing that I have to actually like make sure I discipline myself. And that feeling like getting up and making sure you post, making sure
Right.
that you get your show done. Like, it really takes that consistency for you to see results. And whatever you put your energy into is what will thrive. So once I grasped that concept, it became like a no-brainer. I have to get it done. you
Mm,
know?
mm, mm. Okay, okay. So,
Yeah.
you mentioned you make stuff from scratch and things of that nature. What is Ready Rail's process when you're making a soap from, I don't know, when you're making a shampoo? Is it the same, or when you're making some type of shea butter or something like that? What is, I don't know, do you have a recipe or some type of outline that you're looking at, or this is all
Yeah.
off the top of the brain? What's up? What is your
Oh
process
no.
for making these products?
Yeah, I definitely have recipes. I have to have the recipes down because one, I can't remember all of that. I think I have like maybe 40 some products up there, 30 or 40 products up there. So it's impossible for me to remember all of that. But at the same time, you also want your products to come out the same. Just like when you go to a restaurant and you get, your favorite dish, you
Okay,
used to it tasting this way, and the next
right,
time you go back, you want it to taste the same way. That's
right.
because, and it more than likely will because they have those recipes up there. So it's the same thing. In order to produce quality, like you need consistency in all aspects.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now, you're a family woman. You have a son. You have a daughter. Stuff like that. A great family atmosphere that you're raising them in. Are you showing them how to make the oils and make the shea butters? Maybe specifically your daughter. Are you showing her the ropes on how to make this stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Both of them. My son and my daughter, like they're very hands-on, and I teach them a lot of things. And I even let them do I let them do certain tasks for me, and I give them an allowance for it to show them some responsibility, but to also, include them in on the business because I want it to be a family business. I want it to be something that's passed down. Like, look at Carol's daughter, look at Maybelline. Like, all of these companies started somewhere, and
Right.
I think that it's so important for us to be able to pass something down to our kids, to build that generational wealth. So they definitely are all over it.
I like that. I like that. So, they're young, right? Your daughter, your son, do you get pushback from them like, oh, mom's sick of doing this. I don't want to do that. I want to go outside and play with my friends. Do you ever get that from them, from the little girl, maybe from the boy? Because, you know, sometimes kids got their own personality sometimes, and they may not want to do the business because they're not thinking that way right now.
You know what? They are like, if I'm pulling them from their electronics, it'll be like you know, but it's not, I don't have to, they're not like kicking and screaming. Like they already know by this point. They know by now that, okay, this is a family business. We got to help out. You know, it takes all of us. So they really do not fuss and fight with me. You know, with any of these kids, when you're pulling them off of their electronic, you're going to get a little bit of attitude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but it's nothing crazy. Yeah.
All right. Now, I know this. This is I wonder this. When we go to certain restaurants, or maybe say we go to Roof Chris, right? They specialize in steaks. You go to, I don't know, Olive Garden, they specialize in pasta. You go to a Caribbean restaurant, they specialize in curry goat. What does Crystals and Herbs LLC, what do y'all specialize in? What is the go-to thing that maybe a consumer like myself or maybe some new people out there, what do they need to get that everybody's getting, that they feeling that you guys have?
The most popular products are the soaps and the body butters. Because, I mean, you know, you need to wash and you need to be moisturized. So those are usually like the first things that someone that's new to the site is going to purchase. And then after that, like, you know, you got the people who are into like the homey stuff, the aromatherapy, so they'll get the candles. But definitely the body butters and the soaps are ahead. For everybody, men and women.
Okay. And then, on average, how long does it take to make the soaps and the body butters? Is it an hour? Is it 15, 20 minutes, 2 hours? How long does it take to make this stuff?
It really depends on how much of it I'm making, how big of a batch. It doesn't take long. Honestly, like I said, I get lost in it a lot of times.
Okay.
I get lost. Yeah, I really get lost in it. Like, I don't time myself. And for all I know, I could be shorting myself because, you know, as an entrepreneur, you're supposed to be paying yourself from your prices. I could be shorting myself and I wouldn't even know because I really get lost in it. I enjoy doing it. So it never feels like it's long for me. I mean, my wholesale orders, like I have a few merchants who have put my products up on the shelves. And so usually when they're ordering like 25 of this, 25 of that, you know, that'll take me the longest. The most I've ever taken to make a wholesale order was it took me like 2 days to make 25 of like 8 different products.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, if you are just joining us, we are live on the Pimp Game Podcast, and we are here with the magnificent RELL. She is the owner and CEO of Crystals and Herbs LLC. Everything is natural, and I love it. All right? We are picking her brain about her company. So, you have a thing going on where you also do a little bit of life coaching for people, maybe motivating them and also giving them words of wisdom. Can you talk to us a little bit, maybe briefly, about that?
Yeah, I'm actually maybe about a few days away from getting my Master Life Coach certificate. And I mean, that's something that I've been doing for a long time. I just never put a name on it. But like, I'm that person, like, I'll get in an Uber and they'll just start telling me their life story. You know what I'm saying? And like, by the end of the conversation, they're like, we're like friends now. They want to exchange numbers and they're laughing. I make them feel good. That's just something that I do. Like, I'm a humanitarian. So I give advice and I try to uplift people as much as I can. And I was like, well, why don't I just make a living out of it? So I am a Master Life Coach now as well.
Okay, I like that. So for those I don't know, those people out there who ain't got a dime in their bank account, or you know, they down on their last luck, we could give RELL a call and get some motivation. Is that what you're saying? Right here, right now on the Pimp Game Podcast? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now you can go to my website, to the mental health section, and get some free advice, free mental health advice, relationship tips, business, career, all of that stuff. Right now, it is free, and I mean, even once I get my certificate, I will absolutely offer a free, like a free first session or a free, you know, meet and greet, whatever.
Okay.
Right? Through
Okay.
video call or through phone, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. I'll definitely offer that for free. And then if you decide to utilize my services, then we'll talk accordingly, you know, about pricing. But for now, it is 100% free. Like, we got a lot of people who are going through mental health crises right now. So, you know, why not? Why not offer that?
I like that. I like that. So, in terms of mental health, it's a huge issue in our community, in the Black community. Well, really around the world, regardless of the community you're in, somebody has mental health issues. What's the best way to attack those mental health issues when you may not know? It might be somebody who they stay to themselves. They don't really do too much talking. What's the best way to really get the best out of them when they don't really say too much?
Well, I feel like that's the problem right there. Like, the people who tend to hold all that stuff in, they're the people who really go through it the most, because it's like your mind becomes polluted with all this trauma. You're just holding everything in. You got to get it out one way or another. I don't care if it's poetry. I don't care if it's journaling. Find a friend you can talk to. Get a therapist. You got to let all of that out, because the more it builds up, it's like a balloon. The more you blow it up, the more, you know, the more likely it is to pop. So you have to take care of that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in terms of the mental health things you got going on the site, people can call in and get advice from you at any time for free. Let me reiterate that, for free. All right. Also, with Crystals and Herbs LLC, any special projects you got coming on that maybe we could look forward to in this new year, 2023? Any special projects coming from you?
No project specifically. Like I said, I will launch that life coaching option for the people who want to utilize the services.
Okay.
For now, they can go, and it's not a phone call, it's through the website. So they will go to the mental health section, and then they would just enter in their question. It could be anonymous, or they can identify themselves. And then I record a video of myself answering the advice. So that's how it works. It's not a phone call.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But
Okay.
as far as like new projects coming, that's really it. And we just got a whole bunch of new products coming. So I have a pet line coming out, pet safe products, all natural products, as well as for babies, kids safe. You know, the fun, the colorful stuff, the smell good stuff. But like, without all of those chemicals, because they're putting all these crazy chemicals in our products that we're putting on ourselves and our kids, and these chemicals are causing cancer. You know, they're causing eczema. Like, your eczema came from somewhere. Like, all of these things that our bodies are absorbing into our bloodstream is having an effect on our mental health, on our physical health. You know.
Right.
So our goal right now is to just basically have a little bit of everything for everybody in the family. So just look out for the pet line and the kids line coming up soon.
I like that. So with the pet line, I'm really interested because I'm in the process of looking at getting a pet myself. Do you, for Crystals and Herbs, do you have some, I don't know, smell goods for the pets that maybe people can put in their houses? So when you come to someone's house, does it smell like they have a dog? You know what I mean? Like, is that something that Crystals and Herbs has that maybe we could purchase in the near future
Yeah.
or right now off your website?
Yeah, definitely. You can get some candles. We got aromatherapy candles. You can get that. And I'm definitely gonna drop a room spray eventually.
Okay.
So, but the best thing to do is to go to the website and subscribe, so you can get emails when all these products come out. But for right now, you can go and get you some aromatherapy candles. Put that in your room, your living room, and it'll cover a really decent amount of square footage where you won't be able to smell any extra odors.
Okay, 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 okay. All right, I like that. I like that. So, for those people out there, maybe a young little girl who wants to do her own Crystal and Herbs LLC. For a little boy out there, maybe a grown man who want to do his own Crystal and Herbs LLC. What would you tell them to watch out for if they want to get in the game of doing natural scents and herbal oils and things of that nature? What would you tell them to look out for if they want to get in the game?
Um, Really just fear. That's the only thing you gotta look out for. You know, don't let your mind be your worst enemy, because it can be. It could be your worst enemy or your best friend. So just have your mind set on accomplishing a goal, and don't let anything sway you from that goal. Not even your own mind.
Okay, 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 okay. All right. I like that. I like that. So recently on the show, before you came on, we talked about it briefly. We were talking about the arrest of industry guru Jaguar Wright. What's your thoughts on Jaguar Wright being arrested, or just her as a person? What do you think about her? Does she be spitting facts? You think she's a little crazy at times? What's your thoughts on Jaguar Wright?
Honestly, I haven't heard too much on the situation, so I don't know exactly. Like, I don't want to really speak on it.
Okay.
I just know that a lot of times these days, many people are being called crazy, for speaking up. You know, for speaking up, for speaking the truth. So I don't know this girl. I can't say whether she's crazy or not. I'm just saying it's a very popular story. Like, I'm very familiar with that situation. But what happened
Okay.
to her? So who exactly is she, and what did she say or do that has everybody thinking she's crazy?
So Jaguar Wright she's an R&B singer. She did a show with Jay-Z back in the day. She done sang with the best of them. She's really nice, but she's been the person who's been putting everybody on blast in the industry. I'm talking about from Jay-Z to Jill Scott to Tevin Campbell to
See?
Raphael Sadiq, Diddy as well, especially Diddy. She's putting everybody on blast.
Wow, but you see what I'm saying? How I said usually the people who are labeled as crazy are the ones who are speaking some type of truth, or they're speaking up against something.
Right,
See?
right, right.
So
Fact.
I'm gonna look more into that, because that's crazy. I don't really be in celebrity gossip, but I'm gonna look into
Okay,
that because that sounds very interesting. I'm curious now. What do
okay.
you think about her? What do you think
So
about this story?
Good question. I think she tells the truth a lot, but I think because she tells the truth, people don't like it. You know, especially you talk about 20 years ago, 15 years ago, from maybe that person might not be the same person anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might have changed. She even talked about Alicia Keys too. So, and Mary J. Blige as well. Like, I believe she spits a lot of facts. It's just that it's from so long ago, and people probably don't want to, damage their brand because it could cause them to lose money. You don't know.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So from that standpoint, but I do think she's speaking facts. I do. I do. Yeah. Part of me.
Wow.
Yep. Uh-huh.
What you say
Yep. Yep.
about Alicia
Yep.
Keys? You will never hear nothing about Alicia Keys.
No, nothing. I think she said she likes women or she's like a guy. Don't quote me on it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna look more into it myself. I'm gonna take your answer and look more into it myself.
Yeah, for real.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And I
So
like your shirt. I want to say that. I like your shirt.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's given 90s. Like, you know?
Right. Okay. I like that. I'm trying to bring it back.
Do you remember like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Like Will Smith
I do.
fashion?
I
That's
do.
the vibe that it's giving me. I like it.
Okay. All right. So you trying to give you a little bit of Will and Carlton type of look. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, but Will was not Carlton. Not Carlton. Will was swaggy. He was
Okay.
real
Okay.
swaggy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's a compliment.
I like that. I like that. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay. So, for those people out there who might want to book a session with you or might want to get some herbal teas from you, oils, whatever, smell goods, all of that, how do they get in contact with you? Give us your contact information so they can get in contact with RELLI.
So you guys can go to the website. If you go to the link in my bio, it'll take you directly there. It's crystalsandherbs.com. And once you get there, you'll be able to see all my social media. You'll be able to see an option there to sign up. And once you go to the mental health section, that's where you're going into the option to ask a free question, get a free answer.
Okay, all right. And also, any final thoughts for your fans out there before we sign off on Pimp Game?
Oh, I just want to say that I am kicking it with Kenny D on the Pimp Game podcast.
All right, yo, and that concludes our show for this evening. And first, I'd like to thank everybody, the viewers out there, YouTube subscribers. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure you turn those notifications on so when we upload videos, you are the first to get it. And we would also like to thank the infamous, the one and only, the beautiful RELL. We'd like to thank her for blessing us with
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
I see you next time on
Take
Pimp Game.
care.
You